Drop it. Drop it. Drop it now. Drop it.
Hey, look.
Stop! Put the knife down! Stop! Put the knife down, please!
Put the knife down.
There was a moment when the suspect attacked the police with a knife. On February 15, 2025, just after 12:30 p.m., a car barrels through the walking trail, swerving erratically before crashing straight into the lake. Park police are dispatched immediately. As one officer approaches the wreck, the situation takes a dark turn.
Sir, are you okay, or are you sure you can move? Is there anyone in the vehicle with you? Careful, careful, careful. Just hold on to the car. Keep making your way, okay?
From the sinking car, a man climbs out, armed with a knife.
No?
30-year-old Chase Deckard Thomas refuses repeated commands to drop the weapon, but he keeps advancing. The knife still in hand, the threat now face to face. With no other option, the officer opens fire.
Careful, careful. 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 All right, okay, hold on. You have a knife in your pocket, buddy. Put it down, throw it down. Throw it down, throw it down, throw it down. 9351 Alpha, I got one at gunpoint. He's got a knife, he's coming towards me. Put down the knife, put down the knife, please. I don't want to shoot you. What's going on? What's going on? Please, stop, stop. I don't want to shoot you. Stop, stop. Stop, put the knife down. Stop, put the knife down, please. Put the knife down, please.
Officers rush to perform life-saving measures. Deckard Thomas is transported to a nearby hospital and survives. He is later charged with aggravated assault against a peace officer. In next case, crazy man throws a knife at police before being shot. On October 23, 2024, just before noon, multiple 911 calls came in from employees at Brian Bemis Toyota, located on Sycamore Road. The callers sounded frantic. A man was reportedly attacking workers with 2 pocket knives. The suspect, 32-year-old Charles Trapicchio, wasn't just making threats. He had already stabbed an employee. The Cal police responded within 5 minutes and found Trapicchio still on site, knives in hand. They gave repeated commands to drop the weapons, but Trapicchio refused. Then, without warning, he threw one of the knives directly at the officers.
Charles, drop the knife. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it now. Drop it.
Hey, look.
Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back. Hands behind your back.
Officers rushed in, secured the scene, and immediately began life-saving measures. Trapicchio was transported to a nearby hospital and remains under medical care. The stabbed employee suffered non-life-threatening injuries and was treated at the scene. Charles Trapicchio now faces multiple charges, including armed violence, Class X felony, attempted armed robbery, aggravated battery, criminal damage to property, 3 counts of aggravated assault. In next case, Fresno police officer shoots woman who took hostage at knife point. On April 10, 2025. It started just after 10:25 a.m. A Fresno Area Express supervisor sent out an urgent radio call. A woman was seen holding a knife at the Manchester Transit Center. The first officer to arrive located the suspect, later identified as 39-year-old Joanna Lopez, still armed with a 6-inch knife. He quickly instructed nearby bystanders to move out of the way and began giving clear commands for Lopez to drop the weapon. Lopez ignored those commands and began walking toward a 68-year-old woman who had just stepped off a bus. Lopez grabbed the elderly woman, using her as a human shield while holding the knife inches away from her body. The officer continued to issue verbal warnings, making it clear if she didn't drop the knife, she could be shot. But Lopez didn't respond. She refused to let the victim go.
Hey, get down. Put the knife down. Back with NOIS. Get up, get up.
Aftermath. Joanna Lopez, 39, died from her injuries. The 68-year-old victim was physically unharmed. No officers, bystanders, or animals were injured in the incident. Cleveland police detained knife-wielding suspect at Hopkins Airport. On July 8, 2024. It all started near the North Security Checkpoint, when a Cleveland police officer approached a man sitting on the floor next to what appeared to be a machete. The man was identified as 37-year-old Samir Faraj.
It's not a weapon, sir. It's not a weapon. It's not a weapon, sir.
When asked about the weapon, Faraj casually told the officer it was treasure, not a threat. But when the officer instructed him to turn around, Faraj ran.
We are allowed to open carry.
Not in the airport.
I'm not on the airplane, sir.
Not in the airport.
Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me.
What?
Excuse me.
You got another knife on you.
Excuse me.
Turn around.
Excuse me.
Turn around.
Excuse me. Watch out. Watch out. You watch out.
In his escape, he bumped into a traveler and then did something even more alarming. He held the machete to his own neck. Officers quickly fired their tasers, but they failed to make contact, blocked by the layers of clothing Faraj was wearing. Faraj then jumped over a wall, landing behind an airline ticket counter, and began yelling that he was being peaceful, all while still refusing to follow police commands.
On the ground. On the ground right now. Get on the ground.
I'm a prophet, people. I'm a prophet, people. Please, I gotta go to Jerusalem. I have to go to the
Send
Aqsa.
everybody. On the ground.
On the ground.
On the ground.
Go to the Aqsa.
On the ground.
Stop it.
Do not reach for anything.
I don't have no weapons.
Sir, do not reach for anything. Do not reach.
Get them guns.
Do not reach.
Get them guns down on the floor.
Do not reach.
Get them guns down on the floor.
On your face.
I'm gonna get up.
Turn around.
Put them down.
Turn around.
Put them down now.
Turn around.
Put them down.
Turn around.
Put them down.
Turn around.
I got my hands behind my back, so put them down.
Turn around.
You turn around. There's an emergency overseas and I need to go there now.
Turn around.
Please.
Turn around.
That's it. That's it. You guys gotta fucking shoot me there. Shoot me, please. Shoot me, please, bro. Tell
Turn
me, bro.
around.
I love you, bro. I love you, bro. Please tell me, bro. I gotta go overseas. I don't wanna go to no trouble. Please, bro.
Body camera video captures him waving the blade and demanding police put their guns on the floor. Officers moved in cautiously, but Faraj once again fled, jumping over another wall with the weapon still in hand.
Drop the knife.
Last night.
Sir, one more time. Drop the knife.
Kill me.
Drop the knife.
Kill me.
I tried once. It didn't work.
Kill me.
It's not even gonna work. Drop it.
Stop it, please.
Drop it.
Stop it.
Drop it.
Please.
Drop it. Get him.
Please, I need to
Son of a bitch.
He ran toward people waiting at the checkpoint, triggering screams and panic. Finally, Faraj leapt over one last wall, landing on a staircase, where police were able to tackle and arrest him safely.
They're trying to change me into a dog! They're trying to change me into a dog! They're trying to change me into a dog!
Sit up.
I gotta go to sleep, bro. It's more serious than me. Okay? It's more serious than me.
Just be quiet for a minute, all right? Hush.
Yo, I love you guys, bro. I love you guys. I'm not here to hurt you.
Faraj was arraigned that Thursday. A judge set bond at $50,000. He was also taken for a psychological evaluation following his arrest. In next case, officers shoot suspect armed with a knife in Reno, Nevada. On December 4th, 2022, Reno police responded to reports of an individual possibly armed with a knife in the downtown area. The suspect was later identified as Marcus Lee Lewis. When officers located Lewis, he refused to follow verbal commands and suddenly took off running.
Here, I'll go taser if you want.
Officers gave chase, tracking Lewis to the valet area of the Silver Legacy. There, officers attempted to subdue him using a taser, but it didn't work. Despite multiple commands to surrender, Lewis continued to resist. At that point, shots were fired.
You're on the ground. Stop, dude, stop. Literally drop it, man. Ineffective.
Stop, don't move. Hey, get inside. Go to your stomach. Hold on.
Go to your stomach, bud. Go to your stomach.
Roll on to your stomach. Drop what you have. Stop. On the ground. On the ground. On the ground, dude. Stay there. Don't move. Don't move. Hey, there's people. We got. Hey, stop. Shots fired. Stop. Don't move. Don't move. Don't move. Stop. Don't move. Hey, get inside. Hey, hold on. Slow down.
Go to your stomach.
Roll onto your stomach, sir.
Stomach, man.
Hold on. Crossfire. Watch crossfire.
Police quickly moved in, secured the scene, and rendered emergency medical aid.
Don't move.
Lewis was transported to a nearby hospital where he was treated for his injuries. No officers or bystanders were injured. Criminal charges filed, resisting a public officer with a dangerous weapon walking along and upon a highway. A violent and chaotic scene unfolded at an In-N-Out drive-thru, ending with an officer-involved shooting and the death of a 69-year-old man who used his van as a weapon. April 30th, 2025. Just after officers were dispatched to the restaurant, reports came in that a white van was ramming another vehicle in the drive-thru lane, trying to push it out of the line using force. That van was being driven by 69-year-old Charles McGonigal II. As the first Manteca police officer arrived on scene, McGonigal immediately rammed the patrol car, not once but twice. The officer, now under direct threat, fired multiple rounds at the driver inside the van. Not knowing if the suspect had been struck by gunfire, the officer requested immediate backup and began talking to McGonigal, offering medical help and attempting to de-escalate the situation. This conversation lasted approximately 8 minutes, while nearby businesses were evacuated for safety.
Has he? What's he reaching for?
What's that?
Is he reaching for anything?
When backup arrived, a detective stepped in and continued negotiations, speaking with McGonigal for another 15 minutes. Despite every effort to resolve the incident peacefully, McGonigal suddenly accelerated again, ramming a second patrol vehicle twice. At that moment, 4 officers opened fire, striking McGonigal while he remained inside the van.
I'm gonna pin him in if he comes. Yeah, it's completely clear. It's not good.
Once the threat was neutralized, officers rendered immediate medical aid. McGonigal was transported to a nearby trauma center where he was later pronounced dead.
Hold on, get that shield, get that shield!
NYPD officers shoot knife-wielding man in Brooklyn apartment. On May 13th, 2025, at around 3:01 p.m., officers Humph and Jeffrey Catani arrived at a residential building near Christopher Avenue and Pitkin Avenue in Brownsville. After speaking with the 911 caller, both officers accompanied them up to the apartment where Lowther was located. Once inside, officers found Lowther in the foyer. Without warning, Luther pulled a large knife from his waistband and began advancing toward the officers with the weapon in his right hand.
Bro, come on. Bro, who? Listen, you gonna have to put a bullet in me. Put a bullet in me.
Housing 148 Central. We need an additional taser.
Where's he at?
Yeah, go. Come on. Listen, you gonna have to put a bullet in me. Oh, put a bullet in me.
That's when Officer Humph discharged 2 rounds from his service weapon, striking Lowther and stopping the threat. The officers secured the scene and called for an ambulance. Lowther was transported to Brookdale Hospital Medical Center, where he was later pronounced deceased. Teen fakes murder call, then stabs Fairfax officer with knife. On February 3rd, 2025, at 2:38 p.m., Fairfax County Police responded to the 12,800 block of Fair Lakes Parkway after dispatch received a chilling call. A male claimed he had just killed 2 people, but the scene they arrived at told a very different story. As officers began their investigation, a 16-year-old male suddenly charged at one of them, without warning, and began attacking him. During the struggle, the teen stabbed the officer once in the upper body with a knife before being subdued and taken into custody. The injured officer, a 6-year veteran of the department assigned to the Fair Oaks district, was rushed to a local hospital with non-life-threatening injuries and has since been released. Police quickly determined that the caller was the attacker himself and that his claims of killing 2 people were completely false. Charges and legal status: malicious wounding, felony. Teen suspect remains in custody, investigation led by Major Crimes Bureau. In next case, New Orleans police officer shoots man with knife outside the Caesars Superdome.
We're not trying to do that. We just want to talk. What's going on?
November 15th, 2025. NOPD officers were dispatched to the stadium following reports of a man refusing to leave the property and possibly armed. When officers arrived near one of the ticket booths, they found 62-year-old Jimmy Deason, reportedly homeless, seated on the ground, holding a walking cane. But as they attempted to engage, officers say Deason refused to leave and appeared to take a tactical stance as he moved closer to police. According to investigators, he was also holding a knife. Despite repeated orders to drop the weapon, Deason suddenly lunged toward the officers.
Go ahead.
We're not trying to do that. We just want to talk. What's going on? Put the knife down. Put the knife down. Put the knife down. Put the knife down. Put the knife down.
Throw.
821 shot fired. Starting EMS on the 3. Male shot to the arm.
Officer Romulo Knoll responded by firing a single round, striking Deason in the arm. Immediately, officers called for medical assistance. Deason survived the gunshot wound and was later treated and released from the hospital.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more.